to the MastoCast. It is episode 59. And hope you're having a nice, lovely weekend if you listen to this the Friday that is coming out. Hope you're all doing good. It's going to be a bit of a short one this week. Not going to lie, not a lot going on. But for, still going to check in with y'all. Still going to bring you a weekly podcast because I'm just a bloody good lad like that, aren't I? I'm really, really good lad. Hope you're having a nice weekend. For me though, it's generally been quite busy. I've been doing a lot more streaming. I've been getting really back into it and all that sort of stuff. Trying to get it all professional looking and stuff. I've done a couple of streams past week or so, and they've all been really good. They've all been really, really awesome. Like getting more people in, stuff like that. People have been generous to like drop subs and all that sort of thing. So that's been really helping. It's been awesome, and been getting some more followers. Really close to that 300 follow goal. So if you do want to give me a follow, if you haven't yet, go on twitch.tv/MasterDan92 and drop me a follow. I'd really, really appreciate it. Like I say, if I can get to that 300 before the end of the year, I'll be very happy. It's I've started to stream on multiple platforms now, so it's not just Twitch, although I do prefer Twitch. If you want to support me that way, like I would prefer people to do it on that one, just because sometimes I get money off it. It's just better. I'm also streaming on YouTube. I'm streaming on Instagram. I'm streaming on TikTok. People can watch me on those platforms, which is really, really great. I don't know whether I'm going to stick with Instagram or not. I just don't think it's like the best streaming quality or anything like that. I might just do TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. But there's, considering that like the only content I post nowadays on YouTube is the podcast and the odd guitar video here and there. Like I've been getting quite a few people from YouTube who will just drop in and start subscribing to me on that, which is awesome. So, if you want to tune into any of the streams, twitch.tv/MasterDan92, and also, if you listen to it on YouTube, you just keep subscribed there or whatever, and everything's MasterDan92, but the streams themselves have been great. I've been having quite a few people coming in, loads of requests and stuff like that, and been fucking around with like lighting and color correction and stuff like that on stream. Like I've been plugging the GoPro in by HDMI instead of like USB, and using like a flash, which is just making things look so much better. So the stream's like looking pretty cool so far. I'm forever thinking of ways I can make it look better and all that, and make it look good. So hopefully, so if everyone can just give me a follow and all that, and hopefully I will live the dream of being a full-time streamer and earning loads of money so I can do this full-time. But you don't have to, really. It would be nice, though. Anyways, like I said, this week's not really all that busy. Just a few bobs of news here and there and some shit to talk about. There hasn't been any new music pop up over the last week or so. So last week I was talking about the new album from Fat Dog, which is called Woof, which is a fucking brilliant album. I've been listening to that absolutely non-stop. Like, I love that album to bits. That's definitely my favourite album that came out last week. Looking Strange by David Gilmour, that's been growing on me quite recently. Like, it's a really, really nice blues rock album from my favourite guitar player of all time, so hope you've enjoyed that if anyone's listened to it. And also the new Fontaine's DC album, Romance, is really, really fucking awesome as well, so I still need to visit their back catalogue and everything. So it's really, really good. I'm just looking forward to some more releases over the coming weeks, really. The new album from Harriet, the new album from Chat Pile, there's the new album from Kubla Khan later on in the year. Just all sorts of great goodness, really, that I'm looking forward to. It's all good gravy here. It's all good gravy here at music. So I haven't been listening to anything new. Nothing that's come out in the past week or so, as of yet. But yeah, I might as well talk about some video games now and shit. Like, cause there's a bit of video game news and stuff, and I've been playing some shit, which is really really awesome. So yeah, that's it for music. Oh, actually, Iron Maiden have announced a tour. Iron Maiden, the champions, the British champions of heavy metal worldwide, one of the biggest bands going. Um, they are back with well, they're not back. They already are. They're still touring now, as far as I'm aware. But they are doing their 50th anniversary tour next year and 2026. And it's called the Run for Your Lives World Tour, and it will be playing music from the first is it 8 albums? 8 or 9 albums. So basically from Iron Maiden, the first album, all the way up to 1992's Fear of the Dark. And I'm excited about it. Of course I am. Iron Maiden are one of my favourite bands ever. I've explained before on the top 5 bands podcast that I did with Jake. Really, really early on. Go listen to that if you haven't. And yeah, Iron Maiden are just one of my favourite bands ever. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some stuff that I've never heard before. They are saying that they will play loads of material that I've not played in a long time, and will probably not play them again, which is interesting to hear. So it's interesting to hear that they're going to play some songs and never play them again. There must be some cuts in there that they kind of don't want to play, but they think the fans want to hear them, and then they won't play them anymore. So that's kind of like an interesting insight into it. That's what I think, anyways. But yeah, I made into Fear of the Dark. I mean, I was never lucky enough to see them on the what tour was it? Somewhere Back in Time tour that they did in 2008. I wasn't lucky enough to see that, so I'm hoping to see some stuff live, like Ride with the Ancient Mariner, and some stuff that I've never heard them play live, like from Peace of Mind, like Titanium Land, or maybe like Back in the Village from Power Slave, which I've never done before. You know, a Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner. I'm hoping to hear some stuff like that. But we'll see. We will see when the tour kicks off in May 2025. And so far, there's just UK and European dates. Few festivals here and there. And for the UK dates, there's not a lot, really. Usually Iron Maiden do a really big UK tour. Like, usually they'll do, at the bare minimum, like 7 dates. Like, they'll make sure they're up north and all that sort of stuff. Like, they'll make sure they're in Newcastle or Leeds or anything like that. But the UK tour is looking quite small for them, really. So it's a generic UK tour, really. Birmingham, Manchester, Dublin, London, and Glasgow. And the London date will be held at London Stadium, West Ham's football ground. Iron Maiden are from West Ham when they were first formed up, and Steve Harris, the bass player, he is a huge West Ham fan. So he supports those big time, and yeah, it's interesting that Iron Maiden have thrown like a stadium gig in there as well. They'll sell that out for sure. I imagine they will do. So yeah, Birmingham Utility Arena, Manchester Co-op, Dublin Malahide Castle, I bet that'll be cool. London Stadium and Glasgow OVO Hydro. So I will be trying for Manchester for sure. They've got support. So throughout the UK and European tour, they've got Hailstorm and selected dates. The UK one's got The Raven Age. And some of the other European ones, I believe it's the second half of the European dates, Avatar. But yeah, they all seem to get pretty rubbish support slots, to be honest. I mean, apart from when I've seen them with Trivium and Killswitch Engage, and yeah, Shinedown are good, but like they always seem to just take out really well-established bands as support slots. I mean, come on, I feel like there's more bands out there that are more deserving of being taken out on an arena tour. Like, you know, Avatar, Hailstorm, like they're already really big bands, and the Raven Age is just Steve Harris's son. and they're not that good. You know, I would much prefer it if they take some bands out like Silosis or While She Sleeps or you know, Bleed From Within, like those type of bands like that are still working their way up to just to try and become big, and just, you know, just a bit of grit in there, just a bit of youth. That's what we need. That's what we need. You know, I'm not bothered about Airborne or fucking Hailstorm or whoever. Like they could literally sell arenas out on their own. Like they don't need like a Hailstorm or a Shinedown or an already hugely established band as supports that slot. I mean, in one argument, they might turn around and say you're getting more value for your money, but for me, a support act is meant to be helping bands in both ways. One, to help the smaller band get more of an audience, and to help warm up the headliner. So, yeah, that's how I always feel about Iron Maiden support slots. But still, I'm gonna try for Manchester for sure. And you know, also the other kind of gripe I've got with this, like, it's the 50th anniversary of Iron Maiden. So why are they only playing stuff from the first 12 years of their discography? Like, the latest stuff's good. The latest stuff's good, man. I mean, yeah, don't bother with Virtual Evan X Factor shite from the 90s. That's not great. But, you know, Brave New World, Dance of Death, and Matter of Life and Death, 10 out of 10 albums. They're fucking incredible. And, you know, Final Frontier's got some alright stuff on it, and Book of Souls as well. Book of Souls, yeah, I mean, Book of Souls is sort of like half of it's like really, really fucking good, half it's like fine, and Senjutsu is, I know a lot of people like it, but I'm not a massive fan. But it'll be interesting to hear some more stuff of Fear of the Dark and No Prayer for the Dying. See how it goes, and this tour is supposed to be a real spectacle. Like, apparently they're going all in on this stage show, so we'll see how that looks. Usually Iron Maiden sort of stick to like the drapes, like different drapes and stuff like that, and they have pyro and stuff. I mean, this tour that they did last year, doing the Days of Future Past tour, like it was the first time they incorporated like a couple of screens like onto the side of like the drapes in that way, and like some LED lighting. So yeah, it looks like they're in a new era of for the first time in 50 years. You know, getting some new swag, I guess. But anyways, yeah, it's I'm looking forward to it. I'll see them there. Hopefully they do around with the Ancient Amara, and I'll be fucking buzzing. Do it, mate. Now wait, come on. But yeah, that's it pretty much. So, there's some bits and bobs been going on about Nintendo as of recently. There's some stuff that's been leaked. That looks like it is pretty much confirmed CAD drawings of the Nintendo Switch 2. That is supposedly rumored to be making an official appearance this week. So hopefully this time next podcast, we'll have like an actual look at the Nintendo Switch, of it coming out and everything, how it's going to look, when it's going to come out, and all that sort of stuff, a price point, all that sort of shit. But at the moment, we've got like some CAD drawings that have been leaked, and apparently they are legit. It doesn't look too different to the current Switch. You know, by the looks of it, they're still going to be sticking with the whole docked console with the Joy-Con and all that, but it's going to be like a lot more powerful. It's going to be a whole new generation of gaming and all that. We're going to see like sort of PlayStation 4 sort of, you know, equivalent graphics, and it's going to be backwards compatible. And yeah, it's which I'm all right with, to be honest. I don't want it to change too much with the Switch. I think the Switch is a perfect console, and but there's going to be some more features, I imagine. But we'll see when that all gets announced. Yeah, I'm excited. But it looks like it's got like 2 different sizes as well. So it looks like, because there's 2 different like monitors. So I reckon they'll do like a light version. Like it could be like the same size as the regular Switch, and the other one could be like the same size as like Steam Deck maybe. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. We don't know whether it's going to be LCD or OLED or anything like that yet. I would like to think it'll be OLED, because that's what they're selling the current Switch at the moment. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? But supposedly, from what I've heard, from what I've seen on Twitter and all that sort of shit, X, that we will be getting a Switch announcement, whether it's called a Switch 2, the Super Switch, the Switch Advance, who knows? That'll be coming in the next week or so. So get stoked about that. PlayStation have announced some video games for this month. For people who are playing, you know, the new the fucking paying a subscription. That's what I was meant to say. So like, obviously there's the extra and there's just the regular and sort of thing. So I've literally forgot to fucking type them all in and bring them all up. So here they are. PlayStation Plus. What is here? What is here on September? So we have a few games. We have where is it? Where is it? Fuck's sakes. Monthly games. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm so unprepared. I'm a fucking nightmare. So we have Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. I know nothing of this game. I didn't even know it was a thing that existed. MLB The Show 24. Baseball game. Not bothered about that. Little Nightmares 2. That's a good game. That's really, really fun. That is free to play. And making its way on the trials, you can now have a little trial. If you've got the premium subscription for PlayStation, you can play the demo of Spider-Man 2. Just go get it. It's really fucking mint. It's awesome. So there's also another game that I'm going to talk about, actually, that is part of the extra catalogue, and that is a game called the Plucky Squire, right? And I've talked about this before on previous PlayStation, what they're called again, showcases, state of plays that they've had when they've been like showing off some up-and-coming games and all that, and the Plucky Squire was one of them. And I liked the art style on the run-up to this. I thought it was an interesting-looking game. And it's out now, and it's already up for free on the extra PlayStation subscription, which is what I'm subscribed to. So I thought, fuck it, I'll give it a download, and I've played about 2 or 3 hours of it so far. This is brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. This is awesome. This is a really, really cool, beautiful looking game. It's like, which and it jumps from 2D to 3D, like really, really seamlessly. So what's happening here? You are a children's book character called Jot, who is essentially like a little hero dude, like kind of like a Zelda type guy. He has a sword and he has a couple of companions by his side called Thrash and Violet. And essentially you are in this cartoon book that's been written by this dude called Sam. And the book is alive, and you are traversing around this book, and it's sort of like in an isometric view. It's all like completely cartoon drawn, but it looks amazing. Like you're looking at it, and you are looking at it from like if you were looking down at a book type thing, so you can see all the stuff around the book whilst you were playing inside of the book, if that makes sense. It's all like isometric, like, so it kind of looks a bit like a Link's Awakening thing at first, or like a Minish Cap, like a Zelda game, like Link to the Past. And every now and then, like, you'll end up in a sort of like a side-scrolling 2D environment, so you'll end up looking like Donkey Kong or like Zelda 2, which is very, very cool and interesting. But there is a specific point in this game, probably about an hour later into the game, where you are forced to come out of the book and then you are outside of the book, and you are onto the desk of of the writer, who was Sam, who's written the book. I hope this doesn't sound too complicated, by the way. So basically, you get shot out of the book, and you are on the writer's desk, and there's all of his gear on the desk and everything, and there's all the other enemies and all that sort of stuff. Like the goblins and all there come out of the book as well, and it goes from that 2D cartoon looking graphic state that you're in inside the book to like a completely 3D graphic world, pretty much. And it does it so seamlessly. It does it incredibly well. Like, it looks amazing, it looks awesome, and it's fun. It's really, really fun. It kind of turns into like the Link's Awakening remake that's out for the Switch, and like what's gonna be coming out next week, the Echoes of Wisdom, Legend of Zelda. It looks a bit like that, and yeah, there's a lot of Zelda influence in this game, which I really like, and yeah, it's just really, really cool how you can sort of like seamlessly go from like the book into like this 3D world, and in the 3D world you can like walk around in walls that are just made out of paper, and you go into that cartoon again, and that kind of reminds me of like A Link Between Worlds, which was out on the 3DS from Legend of Zelda, and yeah, it's just really, really good fun. It's awesome. Like it's kind of like a kid's game, really, but it's definitely something like an adult like me would find fun. Like it's got a really cool, funny sense of humor to it. Like Thrash, who is like your sidekick, like he's a little fucking metal dude. Like whenever he sees lightning, he gets really excited. He goes, "Oh, that's so fucking metal, dude." Well, he doesn't say that, but like, it's all text. Like, there's a bit of like dialogue from like the narrator who's sort of telling like the story as it goes on. But like, there's loads of puzzles to do as well. Like, you actually have to lift certain words from a sentence and swap it with another word from a sentence, and that changes the environment that you're in. Like, for example, like there's a sentence that'll say the bridge is broken, and you can see like there's a bridge broken. You can actually take the broken word from that sentence and find something that will replace it, like say, like full bridge. Like that was one instance I was in. So like I took the word full and replaced it with broken, and the bridge was fixed. And like just something like that. Like it's really, really unique and really, really cool and fun. Like and yeah, I'm enjoying it. Like I'm only about 3 hours into it, and I don't think it's like a big game either. From what I've seen, like people are, on average completing it, after about 7 hours, something like that. And yeah, like I said, I probably played about 2.5 to 3 hours of it so far, and like on little PlayStation chat, it says I'm about 36% through the game. So yeah, it's really cool. It's really fun. Like if you're on that PlayStation, subscription of PlayStation Extra, it's free to download, and it's really, really great. But if you want to buy an actual copy, it's 30 quid. It's 30 quid. Like, this is from an indie developer as well. The Plucky Squire is from Devolver Digital, I believe. Is that what they're from? No, I've got it wrong. I'm getting everything wrong today. I'm terrible. Plucky Squire developer, not Squirtle. Squire developer. God damn. There we go. That's it. All Possible Futures. That is the name of the developer, and yeah, it's really, really great. It's also available on Steam as well. If you want to pick that up, again, 30 quid. Like, it is a really, really cool game. Like, I think you'll be really, really impressed by playing this game. Like I say, it's a bit of a kid's game, really, because it's like a little storybook thing, but like, you get the same amount of fun in this than you would do like a normal Zelda game or like a Mario game, that sort of thing. These type of games can be aimed at like kids, but it's the type of game like an adult will find really fun. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome, this game. Do give it a go. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. But yeah. Oh no, actually on Steam The Plucky Squire is $24.99, but if you want the deluxe edition bundle, which comes with a soundtrack and a digital art book, it's only a few quid more. It's at £32.70, which is awesome. Yeah, the Plucky Squire. Really, really recommend that if anyone wants to play something cool and fun and really nice. And, you know, there's a bit of combating as well. Like, you have a sword. You can slash some people up and you can upgrade it. That's another thing. It's great. Good sense of humour. It's awesome. Anyways, so that's it for PlayStation Network news. But the PlayStation news doesn't stop there, because we are approaching the 30th anniversary of PlayStation. The first PlayStation was released in 1994 December. At the moment, they're getting some stuff together to celebrate. It's like they've had some like gaming tournaments on, that sort of thing, for people to play online. But they have dropped what I think is the coolest fucking thing ever. The 30th anniversary bundles, I guess. The 30th anniversary editions, that's it. 30th anniversary editions of the DualSense controllers, the PlayStation 5 Slim and the PlayStation 5 Pro, and the PlayStation Portal. You can find this all on a blog post that PlayStation have set up. So if you find it on Google or whatever, you'll find it on here. Celebrating 30 years of PlayStation, and my god, these look so cool. Like, all of these consoles and controllers and everything have got like that really old PlayStation 1 grey look to them. All the buttons are like a colour coordinated like the old ones. And the PlayStation 5 Pro and the Slim have got like the shells and all that. It looks so fucking dope. Looks so cool. I highly recommend people having a look at it. They're gonna go like hotcakes, for sure. There's only 12,300 of each item made. So yeah, good luck trying to get those. And yeah, pre-orders begin on September 26th. So yeah, good luck getting that. I mean, for me, it's the DualSense controller that does it for me. It looks like a proper old school PlayStation controller, like the color scheme and all that. It's really fucking cool. It's awesome. And yeah, that's it. That's it for today. I've got a question. If you want to ask questions for the podcast, feel free to ask via Instagram or through Discord. All the links are in the description below. And yeah, I've got the one question today, and it comes from Haley, and she said this is a basic bitch question, but what is your favourite thing about autumn? Autumn, baby. Autumn's pretty cool. I quite like autumn. I'm more of a summer person, but I like autumn. My favourite part of it, Halloween. I just love Halloween. Halloween's great. Getting things to look spooky. You know, getting things Halloween and shit. I like the look of like all the brown leaves like falling from the trees and shit. I like that. You know, it's cooling down a little bit, which makes things easier for streaming and work and all that sort of stuff. My favorite thing is Halloween. I just love it. Yeah, and usually when it gets around about that time of year, I tend to like listen to certain bands as well. Like it'll be sort of time to listen to Typo Negative or like Opeth. Opeth are like a fall band for me, and same with who else? Who else could I say that about? Clipping as well as an artist who's like, he's a rapper, but it's all like horrorcore and all that sort of shit. I basically like listening to like a moody shit like round about this time of year. It's awesome. But yeah, that's it for Halloween for me. For autumn for me, I just love Halloween. Autumn's cool. I like it. Anyways, that's it, man. I did say it was going to be a short episode, half an hour. That's not too bad. But yeah, a shorter episode than the last cut too. But yeah, thanks very much for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next week. Hopefully we'll have some news on the Switch too and that sort of thing. And yeah, have a good rest of your weekend, folks, and take care. Yeah, that's it, basically. See you later. Hope to see you on Twitch and all that sort of shit soon, streaming. Yeah. Go on the links in the description below of all the podcasts and all that. And, give me a follow on the sort of stuff. Especially Twitch, trying to get that 300 follower goal. And, would really, really appreciate it. I will see you all later. Bye!